Hello boys and girls, welcome to BenchART. I'm for Classic, and for today what I do have in here is Back 4 Blood, a game developed by Turtle Rock Studios, the same developers of Left 4 Dead, and they are using Unreal Engine 4, and I really had to try this game on an Intel UHD 620 and see how it performs. So for the settings, I'm using 720p with 71% of resolution scaling, using low settings, FXAA on anti-aliasing, and well, that's pretty much about it. And this was the performance that I got without recording on the first mission, average of 39 frames per second and minimums of 28. These results were gathered without recording, and I think they are pretty acceptable in my opinion, because pretty much overall of the experience it was above 30 frames per second. Well, that's not really perfect, and usually when hordes appear it is really when the performance goes down. I'm not really sure how the performance is in different levels or different acts of the game. I'm not so sure about it. But for now, all I can say is that I'm expecting this game to get better optimized in the future. In my opinion, you should have 16 gigs of RAM at least in dual channel in order to play this game decently, because this game it is using a lot of RAM, as you can see when using the Intel GPU. So it is using more than 11 gigabytes. So if you have 8 gigabytes, it might not be enough, or it might stutter more than usual. But so far the performance was really acceptable. Yes, there are some drops here and there, but overall the experience was fine. If you are kind of adapted or used to play games and FPS games at 30 frames per second, well, this game should pose no issue to you, in my opinion, and that's really awesome in that regard. Still, this is on beta, so this might improve in the final version. I just wanted to give a quick run and do a quick benchmark and see how it performs pretty much on the first levels. I'm expecting to have a better or more complete review or performance review of the final version when it's out. But for now, all I can say is it runs, alright? You need obviously 16 gigs of RAM in dual channel. Obviously it will be played at 30 frames per second or lower or above, but it is still playable nonetheless. And even with the low settings, the game doesn't look that bad in my opinion. So if you want to have fun with your friends that also have the game, you can with this mere Intel UHD 620. Alright, so guys, I think that's all that I want to talk about the performance. Let's talk now a little bit about the game. Back 4 Blood, since it is developed by the same guys that did develop Left 4 Dead, it is essentially the same game but on steroids. So you have more characters for you to choose from at the beginning, you have more weapons, and you can customize weapons with scopes and, you know, add-ons to the weapons and type of bullets, stuff like that, you know. You have cards that you select each time you start the game. Each card have its own ability or buff or power-up that you get to your own character. But essentially, apart from that, the game it is essentially the same. So your objective is just to traverse one point to another of the map, and that's about it. One of the other big differences that I've noticed is that you have much more tools, much more different weapons, alright? But essentially the melee combat now consumes stamina, alright? So you are not just going to kick, you are not going to hit every zombie with a bat with unlimited stamina. That's not going to happen like it happened in Left 4 Dead. Now the melee consumes stamina. Alright, so it's not really as easy as Left 4 Dead when it comes to melee. But overall, I mean, essentially the game it is the same, but it contains tons of new stuff, tons of new weapons, different types of zombies and power-ups. You still include the versus mode from the classic Left 4 Dead, but essentially, like I said, the core gameplay it is the same. Regarding its price, I still think that the game probably it's a little bit expensive comparing to... I think it's an awesome game, but still I do find it possibly a little bit expensive. But since it will be included on Xbox Game Pass, I think it's awesome. So it's if you are subscribed to Xbox Game Pass, it's like an excellent free game for you to take advantage of it when it's released, because for now it was simply on beta. I obviously did enjoy the game, since Left 4 Dead 2, for example, it was one of my first cooperative game and I really loved it. So I also love this game. You can really feel that these guys are the same developers, and despite they are using a different engine, it really feels like Left 4 Dead. Aside from the new stuff, as soon as you get observed by the game, you just feel that you are playing Left 4 Dead. For some people, this is good, this is what people were waiting for, but some other people are a little bit more skeptical about this, and they say stuff like, but if it is more or less like Left 4 Dead, I'm just going to play Left 4 Dead since I have it on my Steam account, since it was offered at some point, or it is now cheaper and lighter to run, and I have friends with the game, so I'm just going to play Left 4 Dead instead of buying Back 4 Blood and convincing my friends to buy Back 4 Blood or Xbox Game Pass. So there's really that issue, alright, since the game it is essentially the same. But I think the game will sell well, and since it is included on the Xbox Game Pass, or it will be included on Xbox Game Pass, I think it will be very played by the community. Alright, so guys, I think that's all that I want to talk about Back 4 Blood. Hope you keep enjoying the rest of the gameplay, and I do hope to see you soon. Thank you a lot for watching. Goodbye.
Let me take care of this. I'll take it.
Time to go.
How do we go?
No big deal. No big deal.
Over here!
Watch your fire!
That was an accident. I swear, it was an accident.
Want to get your asses in here?
Oh yeah.
What the shit is this?
Who's that?
Reloading.
Shut the fucking door!
You want me to come back and hold your hand for you?
Let's do this.
How the hell you get past it?
Need to reload.
Let's do this.
You shot me.
You all right there, hon?
Shut the fucking door!
Can't go this way.
If you'd actually move your ass, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
It always amazes me what you can find in someone's vehicle.
Shut the damn door! You want to let them in?
Come on, guys. I'm making cocktails. Or I would if I had the ingredients.
Hey! Help here!